Hi, welcome to my first tutorial. This is going to be on a chrome shiny effect without using any plugins or anything like that. We will be using Repuse though, so if you are using a PC, then obviously you'll have to have a graphics card in order to use that, but I'm sure you already know that already anyway. I apologize straight away if I talk too fast or if I'm unclear, but obviously it's YouTube, so just pause it, go back to it, and yeah, take your time with it basically. I'm going to be doing this as quickly as possible, purely for the sake of YouTube minutes and trying to keep everything down. So to file and new, we're going to choose, I use just international paper A4, but obviously landscape. Then go over to edit and fill the background into black, which I think I could have done at the beginning actually, but there you go. That's typical me. So let's get started on making our 3D Chrome text. If you go over to the left hand side to the text tool, the T icon, no need to open up another layer, so just open it up and a new layer will be formed straight away. Type in whatever text you're going to use. For the sake of the tutorial, I'm going to write Chrome. Just center this. I'm using 8-track program 2, which I got off the font.com. Alright, now if you go over to your layer, go to click on the right mouse button, go to rasterize, then press Control and T, and we're gonna manipulate this text just so you can get an idea of different perspective and scales. Now, as you can see, I've used the perspective to change the right hand side of it and skew it and all the rest of it, but to be honest with you, if I was actually using this for like a flyer project or something like that, I probably wouldn't use too much of this. I think text actually, 3D text to me looks a lot better when it's just like straight on, but that's just to me anyway. But again, this is purely for the sake of the tutorial to see manipulating text. So all I'm doing is clicking on the right button of the mouse, going to perspective, going to rotate, going to scale. So let's apply that when you're happy. I'm just going to center this. Yeah, that'll do. Now right click on your layer, go to duplicate layer, and we're going to call this Chrome 2 and hit OK. Then right click on Chrome 2, duplicate that layer again, and we'll just call this Chrome 3 and then hit OK. Now hide those layers by pressing the I on the side. Now we're going to work on Chrome for now. If you press Control and click, or Control select, whatever, on the actual Chrome little icon there, go to 3D, Repuse and current selection. Just press OK on the box that comes up, or I think it's current or whatever it is. Yeah, continue, sorry. Then I'm not going to go into a big old how to use Repuse tutorial. This is more for the chromey shiny effect that we're doing here, which happens to just be 3D, so we'll do this quickly. So if you go over to the share option where you see share and bend, go to share, then using the Y angle, just move the icon arrow button thing over to the left slightly. Now again, this is continually up to your preference, but if you're moving it over to the left, just gives the more feel that the text is on the floor and it's not bent out of shape or going over to the left or going over to the right. But again, it depends on what you're trying to do. So for the sake of the tutorial, yeah, I've just moved it over to the left. 53 might be a little bit much. I'm going to move that down a little bit, and we'll change the depth size as well. Again, I prefer when 3D is really, really thin. To me, it looks a lot nicer, but again, for the sake of the tutorial, we'll just keep it thick, just so you can see. And we'll press OK. As you can see, the R and the O didn't have the whole 3D effect, and there's a way that you can easily change that, but we'll do that the manual way for now. We're going to cheat. So if you go over to the Chrome layer, right click on that. Oh, come on. Press Rasterize 3D. Then go over to your left hand side where the Magic Wand tool is, and click on the grey art. Well, this might not have happened for you, so you don't need to. You can skip this part completely if this hasn't happened to you. But just select the grey, go over to Edit, Fill, choose Color, and then just choose the color that matches all the other insides of the text. Right click on Chrome, duplicate that layer, and we're going to call that Chrome copy, just keep it how it is. Then right click on Chrome copy, go to blending options, go to gradient overlay, and then we're just going to put sort of multiple black and white, white and grey colors on the swashes, if that's what it's called. I'm probably chatting shit, but again, I'm not no damn teacher, obviously. Just copy what I'm doing anyway. Now, I'm doing this quickly, again, for the sake of the tutorial, but take your time with this, because depending on how you do this bit right here, this bit is probably the most vital part on how the actual overall look, the overall shiny chrome effect will look. Create a new layer, that's going to be layer 1, then keep that layer sort of highlighted, press Control, select the other layer, right click, and then merge them together, so you just get one layer 1. So you've only got one chrome, and then above that should be layer 1. Yeah? Then go over to your style, and just click on overlay. With me? Hope so. Now we are just going to press Control, select on Chrome, right click, and then merge those two layers together as well. So now you've just got this one layer. Right click, duplicate that, we'll just call that layer copy for now. Then go over to Filter, Artistic, Plastic Wrap. Now you could keep your default settings here if you want to, or you could just manipulate it however you want to get the look that you want. But as you, well, my computer's slow, but you'll see the effect that it's already come out with is good enough for what I want to do. So I'm not going to play with that at all. But if you want to play with that, you can. But when you are happy, just press OK. Now, really and truly, if you wanted to, you could actually just keep it like this, depending on what you're doing, because that looks nice and classy enough. But we're going to continue on here. So go to Filter again, Sketch, and then Chrome. Now again, you could just use the default settings, but you know, as you can see, you got your detail and your smoothness on your right hand side, so you can play with that, shift it up, shift it down. Might want much less detail, might want much more detail, but for the sake of what we're going to do, this will be fine. So we'll just press OK, then go over to your layer style where it says normal, and then you could change that to like an overlay, a soft light, a hard light. You could have linear dodge, you can have multiply. I think multiply would actually look good on this actually. Hold on. Yes, perfect. So